What is happening? Turbo Toys here. And it's Tuesday, and you know what that means. Yes boys, it's Turbo's Tag Team Tuesday, and what better way to carry on the tributes to Luke Harper than to feature him with his tag team partner Rowen in the Bludgeon Brothers from Elite Series 66. In 2015, when the Wyatt family got back together, Harper and Rowen suffered some injuries which would basically put them on the shelf for 2016. So as we roll on to 2017, we'll basically see a return from the team, but under a different name. And that name is the Bludgeon Brothers. And being victims of WWE's name shortening, the now Rowen and Harper would go on to compete on the SmackDown brand. And in April 2018 would go on to capture the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. After they lost the tag team titles, they would separate again due to injuries, but they would reunite in September 2019 for a brief time, but they would drop the Bludgeon Brothers gimmick, and then they would return to their original names of Luke Harper and Eric Rowen. And then this would be the last time we'd actually see them together, as the 2019 draft would separate and split them up for the last time, and they'd both go to separate brands. So, as we get into this one, we take a look at the boys in the box. Yeah boys, they already look awesome. And your luck's in boys, because this week there is no reading. That's it boys, no bio, no stats, just the other figures in the series, and two awesome pictures of the boys in the Bludgeon Brother gimmick. And as we take these lovely gentlemen outside the box and have a look, they are awesome right off the bat. And if plastic was gold, we'd be rich, because the weight of these figures is unbelievable with all the accessories that they come with. And from first glance you can tell that there is so much detail in these figures that they look like they're ready for a fight. So let's get into this one. So starting off with the accessories, we can tell that these figures have got a ton of accessories, starting off with the sheep's mask. Now this is an upgrade compared to the sheep's mask what Eric Rowen used to come out with in his original run. This one's got pipes coming out of it. It's got a monocle, and someone's eating the other ear. My God. But the good thing about this mask is that you can actually attach it to the hood. The hood actually comes off of Rowen's jacket, and you can put the sheep's mask in, and there's an attachment where you can put the ear through a little hole, and it creates a bigger mask. And then you can put the actual whole thing on his head, and then that will complete his entrance attire. And if you see him coming down the road, you would run a mile. And no gimmick like this would be complete without a massive mallet, am I right? I love the detail that they've put on this. Like, not only does it have the logos and the design work, but it also has little things like the rivets, and I think that just looks great. And then finishing off his accessories with a pair of closed fist interchangeable hands. But as we take a look at the jacket in all of its glory, we know that the hood is removable. This one is sleeveless, but the attention to detail of all the crazy and rugged patchwork is insane. Like, they would never use this mould for anyone else, so I can appreciate the effort and the time that has actually gone into this one. Great Bludgeon Brothers logo on the back there. It's hard to say Bludgeon Brothers really fast. And then underneath the entrance jacket, he has this like weightlifting belt, and it's got really cool little rivet designs. It's got the Bludgeon Brothers logo with stitching at the back. Taking a quick look at Luke Harper's, we can see that the hood on the jacket is not removable, and on this jacket he only has one sleeve cut off. But it shows all the same sort of crazy mad detail that Eric Rowen's jacket had. But unfortunately for him, it just means that one of his arms is going to be warmer than the other. But again, this jacket too would probably be never used for anyone else. So again, you can appreciate the time and effort gone into this one too. Comes with exactly the same mallet as Eric Rowen did, plus he comes with a pair of closed fist interchangeable hands. So when you put all the accessories on these two, they look completely frigging cool. Like, if you had these two displayed on your shelf, they would definitely be a couple of standout figures on your display. A couple of minor things really, but it's a bit disappointing. Things like the face, there's a few paint blemishes, and then the ab crunch is very, very loose on this figure. And I feel so sorry for Luke Harper, because not only is his arm very, very loose, but it's actually stuck out frozen in this position as well, from the shoulder, as well as having a very, very loose torso as well. But as we take a look at Eric Redbeard himself, like, great scan, really like this scan. It's got a great expression on it. You could do some great figure photography shots with that face. And of course, who doesn't love a big ginger beard? Now it's crazy to think, but these two must have completely blown the budget for this series, because originally I thought this was a Kane torso, but it's actually uniquely made for this Eric Rowen figure. It's got a black sash design going from the top to the side, with very Kane-esque shoulder designs with the silver studs. And then he has the rugged patchwork trouser pants that have red and black designs, including the red kick pads that look like they would actually really hurt if you come into contact with them. And then there's this Luke Harper scan. Yeah boys, to be honest, I pretty much love everything about it. Like the way the hair is sculpted and it's flowing down. He's got a great sculpt on the beard. I love the true effects on the eyes. He's got a great expression on his face. It's like very sort of like angry but determined. And of course, the top knot, the man bun, like, he's a man after my own heart. And if you was to make a Mr. Brodie Lee custom, this would probably be the scan that you'd want to use. Another unique torso design that I thought again might have come from a Kane figure, but yeah, it was just designed for Luke Harper. has a load of what looks like black straps patched all over the red sleeveless top, and on one arm he has a long red and black arm sleeve and a single red wrist tape on the other. And then basically moving on to the same thing as what Eric Rowen has, he's got the long red and black trouser pants. And I tell you what them kick pads remind me of. They remind me of something out of Mortal Kombat. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you take one of them to the movie, boys, you're going to know about it, ain't you? And then topped off with a pair of these black boots. But as we can see here, I really wasn't happy with the way that arm was sitting, so I'll just give it a quick torso crack, and I put that shoulder piece right, and now he can be displayed properly. And talking about being displayed, here they are with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Now, I must admit, I like the original Harper and Rowen gimmicks. The Bludgeon Brother one was okay, even though it was short. But I find the gimmicks something that the WWE probably would have had better success in the 80s and 90s. Like when they was all in the Wyatt family, you could actually believe that they was an actual cult. So it kind of made sense. And I don't think the idea of the Bludgeon Brothers like tops that idea, but nevertheless, it gives us two great figures. And I would definitely recommend getting these figures, but we have been on the lookout for more of these guys, and we can't seem to find them at a decent price, so they are quite pricey out there, especially in the UK. Plus, with the untimely death of Brodie Lee, it could be the last time he's immortalised in a Mattel figure. But I want to know, boys, what do you think of the Bludgeon Brothers as a tag team? Did you prefer them to the Wyatt family version? If you enjoyed the video, give it a big like. Consider subscribing if you're new so you don't miss out on the next one. Come join your boy over at Instagram at Turbo Toys. And until the next video, boysies, I will see ya when I see ya.